Hi, I'm Kati Spaniak with the Spaniak Team, and today I'm going to be talking about what is the biggest mistake that real estate agents make.
Hi, I'm Kati Spaniak, and I'm one of the top real estate agents on Chicago's North Shore. I've grown my business in just 6 short years. I've sold over $150 million in real estate and have closed over 250 homes. And today I'm going to show you how I do it.
So what is the biggest mistake that real estate agents make? I'm actually going to say that this comes in when real estate agents get a listing. So the biggest mistake is overpricing a house. Have you ever heard the saying, you want to be the third real estate agent in? That's because the first agent just prices the house at whatever the client would like. The second agent is able to get them down just a little bit. And then the third agent is like, you have to price it at this point, otherwise your house is not going to sell. So I think it's incredibly important, first of all, for our industry, second of all, for you, to really come in at the correct price. I think the market right now in Illinois is not fantastic. And so, sometimes you can feel the market if it's kind of going up or going down. Right now, the market in Illinois is sort of like steady, but I feel it's going down. So you want to make sure that you are ahead of the market on the pricing. And the way you can kind of do that is, be honest with your sellers. So when I go in, I'll say, okay, let's talk about what the appraised value of the house is and what is the market value of the house. So the appraised value is what an appraiser is going to see on paper. And that might be higher or lower, maybe than what they want or what you think the house is worth. But it's important to know where is that number going to come in on paper. Because let's pretend that you pull comps and you say, okay, it's going to come in at $500,000 based on what an appraiser is going to say. And the seller wants $600,000. You have to be able to know how to explain that to the seller, that if it doesn't appraise, there is a chance they're going to be reducing their price anyway. And the lower you reduce or the lower you start, the more offers you're going to get out of the gate. I always say you can't underprice a house. For example, if you put a house on at $1, somebody's going to come in and they're going to offer you what the house is worth, assuming that you've opened it up to the market, ideally. So I think it's really important that you have those honest conversations up front, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go in and say, oh, sure, we'll put $600 on it, but you're kind of like, oh, that's not quite the right price. And then you start having to have the price reduction conversation. And by the time you have that conversation, your listing agreement is up, the client is upset with you because you haven't sold their house. They're not understanding that their price is too high because you haven't had that conversation with them. So you really have to be honest up front. You really have to tell them exactly, if you want to sell this house today, what price does it need to be? And I've had numerous conversations like that where it's $100,000 less than they want to be. And it doesn't mean I don't get the listing. It just means we're having an open and honest conversation. So I think that's really the biggest mistake that real estate agents make, is they're afraid to go in and tell the truth to the seller about what the house should be priced at. So I hope I've been able to answer for you what the biggest mistake real estate agents make. If you'd like to see more about this, talk to me, come on out. We have a seminar every month called the 20 C's of Real Estate. The Eventbrite link is listed below. It's free of charge. It's just kind of my way of giving back. We'd love to see you there. Have any questions? Feel free to reach out. Take care.